Howdy, Americans. I'm going to be behind the camera today. That's a good thing for you. We know what I look like, but ugly. But anyway, today we're doing something special. It's a special recipe in honor of my mother. She's not in very good health, and one of her dying wishes is to have steamed blue crabs, the way I make them. So what we're going to do is this recipe is going to be all about how I do it, steamed crabs the Maryland style way. So what I'm going to do from left to right, as you see the ingredients off to the left, we're going to use, it's a very easy recipe, very easy recipe. You can see we have Old Bay on the left, some Colorado Kool-Aid, which would be Coors Light. You're going to use about 3/4 of a can or half a can, depending on how much depth you have in your steamer. We're only steaming 5 crabs today. I bought a half a dozen. I used 1 crab for a different video. You're going to put the water in the bottom of the steamer. You do not want to boil them. This is the Maryland style. This is not Cajun country. And then about a cap or cap and a half of distilled white vinegar. So that's how we're going to get this. Now we've got this. I am going to jump in front of the camera for 1 second. Now we've got it's steaming. It's come to a rolling boil. I'm going to demonstrate what I have done. Bear with me, folks. All right. So these are they were identified as extra large crabs. These would be like Jimmy's or whatever. They're really heavy. They're very plentiful and full. You can see these are males. They're very blue. You can tell by this identifier right here. That would be a male. A female would have like a pyramid or triangular type setup. What I have done here, I didn't really have an ice pick, so I just used a knife point and just poked a hole in the bottom. So what that is going to do is I'm going to put that in there right now. And like I said, I have 5 of these crabs. They're very heavy. They're going to be very tasty. And I've done that. Not a lot of people do that where they poke a hole in the apron. And I'm going to tell you why I do that. And let me get these in here. Let me season these up real quick so you guys can watch. I got to wipe my hands here. So I'm going to apply Old Bay in here. I've already put, I knew it. I always screw something up in a video. I forgot to take the, G-Money, come on, improve your game. All right, so now we can get on with the show, right? G-Money. All right, so now I've got 2 crabs in there, and now I'm gonna just dice the underside just a little bit, hit the other one on top, and now I'm gonna hit the bottom side here a little bit. Boom, 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 and we should be able to fit 1 more. These are very large crabs, so I'm real excited about that. They're going to be very, very tasty, very plentiful, produce an excellent meal. So right now, according to this microwave clock, we're at 1:15. So what we're going to do is we're going to steam those for 22 minutes. And normally, like if I was doing a dozen and I was using a bigger steamer pot, what I would do is after like 11 minutes, I would pull the crabs out, rotate them to the ones that are on the bottom, and then rotate the ones that are on the top to the bottom. It's a little bit of a process. So when you do it like that, you pretty much want to, like I said, do it probably at that point because you probably have about a minute's worth of heat loss and transition. So you probably want to go about 23, maybe 24 minutes. But you'll see that they'll come out like really, really dark red. I don't know, I have a problem with my color vision, but I would call it like a very dark red, fire engine red or something like that. They're going to be very, very good to eat. So, like I said, so, four basic ingredients. We have vinegar. I just use a capful of white distilled vinegar, purified water, Colorado Kool-Aid, and Old Bay. What you can do and improvise, which I've done this in the past, and I love doing this. A lot of times, I like to get very creative in the kitchen. So what I have done in the past is I'll mix in like in a cup, I'll mix some like Everglades seasoning, some Old Bay. Unfortunately, in this region, I do not have JO seasoning available. That's the preferred seasoning. If you talk to anybody from Maryland, I need to order some. I've been negligent on that. But what I'll do is I'll mix some Old Bay. I haven't done that today. I'll mix some Old Bay and Everglades seasoning. Sometimes what I'll do is get a jar of minced garlic. I'll drain out some of the liquid. I'll let it sit in some white cooking wine. I'll put the white cooking wine in, replacing the juices of where the minced garlic was in. So then what I'll do is sometimes I'll put maybe a I don't know, teaspoon or two in that, and I'll mix it all up into that seasoning. So you have to be a garlic lover. I'm from French descent, so we love garlic. We probably stink and nobody wants to be around us, but garlic on food is really, really good. It's out of this world. So I'm not doing that today. I'm giving you options on how you can produce a really, really cool meal. Anyway, so let's I'm gonna get behind the camera for a minute. We're gonna pause for a second, and we're gonna get on with the show here shortly. Thank you. All right, now I'm behind the camera, and I just wanted to make a quick mention where I did purchase these beautiful fresh blue crabs. They're so plentiful and full, and they just look fabulous. I've never shopped this place before. I had a hard time finding anybody that had the live blue crabs. It's a holiday weekend, which is understandable. And so I went to a place called Ocean Seafood Market or something like that in Fort Myers. It was almost all the way to North Fort Myers, but I went in there. I was very impressed. I meant to take a picture of the front of the building because the way they marketed it and branded the products they sell was really, really cool. They probably had a picture of, I don't know, maybe 15 different types of things that they sell in there as far as pompano, different types of fish and crabs. It was really, really inviting. So I went in there. The people were very helpful. I was trying to save a nickel here and there. They had the way they sized their crabs is a little bit different than the traditional blue crab market, but they listed them as medium, large, extra large, and jumbo. Well, usually they're called, kind of like number twos, number ones, big jimmies, and jumbos or something like that. But anyway, no big deal. Same results, So did pick up some beautiful crabs, and this is my mom's, one of her dying wishes, so to speak. And it's, I'm happy to do this for her. I used to catch a lot of blue crabs. Unfortunately, we no longer live on the Imperial River, which I always had blue crabs in the crab trap. So I'm glad you guys are here with me for the journey. We're going to share this meal. Basically this is going to be how to prepare the crabs. And hopefully, I'm looking at the clock and, we still got some time. So we're just chilling out, folks, just chilling out, killing some time. But like I said, I would say the steamer basket, when it's inserted, the steamer basket is this middle portion right here. So it's recessed on this lip that it's probably going to sit, I don't know, I have never measured it. I would say maybe inch and a quarter, maybe inch and a half at tops. So you don't want to overfill that. You want it to still steam. You can add a little bit afterwards, which I may do that soon, because at this temperature, it's probably going to, some of that's going to evaporate. But you don't want to boil the crabs. That's what Cajuns do. I'm not Cajun. I'm French and Texan, which almost makes me Cajun, but we're not doing it that way. We're doing Maryland style. All right. People in Mississippi and Louisiana, they like to boil their crabs. If that's how they like it, let them roll with it. We're doing it my way, the Maryland crab way. So let me check real quick. What I'm going to do is I am definitely going to add a little bit of Colorado Kool-Aid. I've done that just to add some more steam and make sure there's no evaporation. So let's see what we can do here, folks. All right, so we're just chilling in G Money's temporary kitchen. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's remember, Independence Day, the meeting. Independence means freedom. Well, freedom is not free. A lot of people paid the price for that. So there's a lot of ways you can pay back and help people. You can help a cause called Wreaths Across America. That's a really good, noble cause. You can find out some contact information on that site. If you go to @JJDrones, on YouTube, @JJDrones, all one word, and he's doing a really good thing. He's on a mission. His company that he works for is called Break Bush Transportation. Let me try that one more time. Break Bush Transportation. A little tongue tied there. That's a mouthful. But anyway, they're doing great things, and it's a lot of great support. And I forget, there was a crazy amount of numbers that were not fulfilled. What they do is they place wreaths on headstones and markers at veteran cemeteries. And it's crazy how many veterans did not get a wreath. But so we're really trying to up our game. When I say we, I'm trying to help Jason in his cause. And so, I'm definitely on board for trying to help them. So one thing Jason has kind of initiated, I'm just killing some time. You can tell while this meal is cooking. Jason has initiated something called a drive-a-thon. We're going to talk about that shortly. There's a sneak peek, folks. We'll be back at you shortly. So I'm popping in real quick while we're finishing the steaming process. And I want to let you know, blue crabs are excellent while they're hot and steamy and warm. And you just have to let them chill down just a little bit so you don't, burn your hands, obviously. So I'd probably give it a 10 or 15 minute rest period. And you're going to see when we present these on the pizza tray there on the left. Then the other thing is I love my preferred way to eat blue crabs is the next day after they've been cold in the shell, and then you can put them in the refrigerator like that. Man, it comes out so easy. I love dipping my crab meat in just melted butter. That's one way you can do it, folks. Stay tuned for more. Just a quick reminder from Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors, it's okay to be crabby every once in a while, like on holidays, like Independence Day. I wish you could have seen what I just saw. It's coming along nicely, folks. Stay tuned for more. This recipe is going to make you want to slap your mama. Trust me. We're at the 2-minute warning, folks. Let's see what happens at the end of this ball game. We're almost there, folks. Hang tight. All right. I've shut the burner off. It's still going to steam for a little bit. Probably got about another minute or so. And it's going to be fabulous, folks. This is one of my favorite recipes I love to create and do. Unfortunately, I don't do it as often as I used to. I think you're going to like this. Stay tuned, folks. All right, folks. So I'm going to show you the finished creation. I've probably done a better job in the past. I'm a little rusty. But this is what it's going to look like. They're going to be a nice, really, really dark red. You're going to enjoy it. It's so special. And stay tuned for another video coming soon. I'm not sure when that's going to be, next day or two, on how to eat a blue crab. Basically, all the tools you need to eat a blue crab, except a wooden mallet, they're all within the crab. I'm going to show you those tips on how to eat a blue crab, all the tools, basically all the picks and everything you need is right in there. And when you see this stuff coming out the front, that's what people call the mustard. The mustard is way better than the gray poupon. And basically that's like the waist of a crab. But anybody that's ever eaten crabs will tell you that's the best part of a crab. So thanks for tuning in to Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. for my mom's special treat today on Independence Day. That's her dying wish. So my mom gets her blue crabs, and hopefully we can get our game on here. She'll probably eat 2. I'll probably eat 3. Who knows? Thanks for tuning in, folks. Appreciate you always coming to support the channel. Thank you, my friends.